My name is Julia Mejia. I am the founder and director of Cplan, which is the Collaborative Parent Leadership Action Network. A lot of people who are making decisions on behalf of communities of color, low income, Black, Latino, recent arrivals, and so oftentimes the schools that are in our neighborhoods reflect that. The people who are always debating are either folks with absolutely no lived experience or people who don't even live in our neighborhoods, but yet they were the experts in what we needed and what our kids needed. So I had this idea. What would happen if parents from all across decided to say, we're going to insert ourselves into this conversation? Cplan was formed with the intention of creating spaces for parents like myself with lived experience to ensure that those who are most impacted not only had a seat at the table, but they were well informed to be able to help policymakers. So we inspired that thought and hit the streets and participated in state house hearings and public hearings and coalition meetings, and everywhere we went, we were always there present as parents. And at first people were a little bit like, who are they? Because usually parents, particularly in neighborhoods like mine, unfortunately, we're juggling 2 or 3 jobs, so we don't have the luxury to participate this way. Cplan recruits, trains, and creates opportunities to be able to help policymakers, educators, and to be able to understand some of the sensibilities from a parent's perspective. And so the idea was born really more of a need to making sure that our voices were not only at the table, but that people understood the value that we bring to these conversations around public education. For me, the issue around public education is personal and professional. As the first person in my family to graduate high school and obtain a bachelor's degree, education was my ticket out of poverty. My mother was undocumented for a period of time, and navigating the system was really challenging because she was always afraid to rock the boat. And as a result of that, there were a lot of things that I did not get while in school that I later paid for in life. I see today now as a parent who's navigating through the same system, I see the injustices that a lot of families are still facing as it relates to access to quality education. And you don't know what your power is, and you don't recognize how important your voice is in systems change, what we tend to do is just shy away. And what Cplan has created is a network of parents who want to make sure that the issues that are impacting our children are front and center. We envision creating a workforce pipeline for parents who can be hired to work with elected officials, because oftentimes we know that these decisions are made and we are usually an afterthought.